What's up, adventure travelers, and good morning from Salalah. Okay, after our little stay here, we are heading north to Nizwa, stopping overnight in Haima, which is about 500 k's away, and then 400 k's tomorrow to Nizwa. We are going through the southern part of the empty quarter, which is a massive desert. Might even be the biggest desert in the world. It's the biggest desert in Arabia, and it covers largely Saudi Arabia, Oman, Yemen, and a little bit of the UAE. So that's going to be a whole lot of nothingness, and we've got more of that to look forward to when I cross the border into Saudi Arabia. Anyway, let's get on the road. Not sure if there will be much to see, but we'll see when we get there. Say hello, wave goodbye, Salalah. Here's the Grand Mosque, which we didn't visit. Done enough mosques for the meantime. Probably be a few more before we get out of Arabia. Anyway, thanks Salalah. It's been a nice day, relaxing, even though the city itself doesn't offer too much. But anywho, could be a bit cold today, getting into the middle of the desert. So lucky I got my thermals ready to go. Just pulled over for a sec to do a quick fix on the bike, specifically this little fuel line here that was falling off. And as suspected, there is a whole lot of nothing out here. Few flies. Haven't really had much flies out in the desert, unlike Australia. Wonder why that is. There's a few out here, maybe because there's a rubbish bin in behind me. Anyway, enough waffling on. I'm going to get away from these flies, and about 3 hours to destination. So apart from a fuel stop and maybe a bite to eat, we're going to make pretty good time. Let's go. Alrighty, we are about halfway to Haima, and man, there is a whole lot of flat and nothingness out here, but it's all good. Nice temperature, got my thermals on and my winter gloves, so staying nice and warm, and I guess being mentally prepared for a whole lot of nothingness makes it easier, along with some nice weather. But there's a bit of traffic on the road as well, which is nice. You're not completely alone and isolated, and the roads are good. So great success. Anyway, I don't think it's going to get much different to what we're seeing out there now. So I'll talk to you later. 4:30 p.m. smack bang in the middle of the country, smack bang in the middle of nowhere. We are in Haima, which is sort of halfway between Salalah and Muscat. Not that I'm going to Muscat, I'm going to Nizwa, but yeah, we are in the middle of the desert. Here's the old trusty steed, and it's the view from the front of the hotel. 15 real a night, which is what, $70, but there's not a whole lot of choice out here. But anyway, that'll do for the night, and we'll hit the road tomorrow. Thought I'd show you the room just before I say goodnight. Nice big bed, nothing flash, just the bed, TV, got a window. So time for a shower, end of the day. It really is goodbye this time. See you tomorrow. Guten Morgen, adventure travelers. Bit of a late start to the day. It's about 10 o'clock-ish. It's only 3.5-4 hours to destination in Nizwa, so taking a little bit easier today. Nothing special to report, just a whole lot of emptiness as expected. Just sort of touch base, and there may be nothing more to see before I get to Nizwa, but I'll let you know if there is. Talk to you soon. Alrighty, after 400 k's of nothingness, here we are in Nizwa. Little town just on the south side of the mountains that run along in the north of Oman. Muscat's only 90 minutes away. So Google says it's 12 minutes to the hostel. So we'll rock up, unpack, and then figure it out from there. Front camera's stopped working as well. It's probably just the battery. Anyway, talk to you soon. And here we are, all unpacked in Nizwa. Got my little room, which is pretty basic. Seems a bit on the expensive side for what it is, but I think Nizwa is quite a popular place. Found an orderly place for everything. Only a single bed, but that's quite good. The other bed serves as a desk. Got some hooks to hang the gear, and as you can see from the paint job on the door, they could probably up the standard of the painting and decorating, but out there is the piece de resistance. Come have a look. So we have a lovely balcony there, so you can have your beer if you can get one. But just across the laneway there is the Nizwa fort, so that'll be interesting to go and check out at some point. The road gets a bit busy from time to time, so it can be a bit busy at night, but it's nice and central and no complaints. I've got somewhere to park the bike off street, so let's go check it out. It's the call to prayer, you can probably hear it. So this racket kicks off at 5 o'clock every morning. Doesn't usually go for too long. This guy just won't give up. There's a mosque over there where it's all coming from. Oh, I think it's ended now. Thank God for that. What a fucking racket. Anyway, I'm lost now. I'm sitting for a cafe, and I just thought you'd like to hear a lovely prayers. Oh, there's chicken. And yeah, so you get a dose of that 5 times a day, but funnily enough, you just sort of learn to ignore it after a while, which is pretty handy. As usual, I don't know where the hell I am, just heading down some back roads. Hopefully it's going to take me to the main drag, but you never know with this gig. Wandering around aimlessly. Alrighty, seems the coffee shop closes at 11 AM. It's only open for morning time, but I have found a map. Not sure if you can see that too well, but it shows there is a castle, a fort, and a tower, and something else, all within a walled area. So in behind me is the way to go. So in we go. Someone coming up behind me. So I guess we're in the sort of the old citadel now, and the modern shops and township is on the other side of this. So we'll just walk through it, have a look-see. Maybe do a proper guided tour to learn more about it tomorrow or the next day. So you can see a lot of the old original buildings are mud brick, and they haven't lasted too well. They're not currently being used, possibly being repaired, or maybe they're just there as a tourist attraction. So there's a mixture of old and modern buildings in this complex. You can see there, looks like an administrative building. There are some shops back there selling food and knickknacks. So I guess they're trying to bring it up to a standard where it'll be a bit more interesting for tourism. And once again, see, there's a mixture of modern and the older buildings in the background there. And we'll keep heading down the lane. Okay, I managed to find an ice cream shop. Got a lemon sorbet on the go. And around the corner is this big mother. Don't know exactly what that is, but it looks like something of significance. And there's a mosque in behind it. So, got some shops and bits and pieces here. So it looks like they're on their way to making it a pretty cool tourist attraction with hotels and shops and all the historic bits and pieces. So maybe in 5 years I'll come back when it's all finished. Alrighty, we've turned the corner and it's just spat us out into a small souk, which is Arabic for marketplace, and it's got all the usual touristy knickknacks, bits and pieces. Still pretty interesting though. You've got local pottery, bits and pieces, some colourful ones there, burning some frankincense there. On this side it's pretty much the same, mostly pottery. Got some more detailed cups and bits. Very similar to what you find in Iran. And there we go, on that side. So pretty cool. Little stop off. It's pretty quiet out on the main drag. I think everyone's inside staying out of the sun. But here's the outside wall of the compound. It's a pretty cool looking establishment. Looks relatively new. All the shops are closed at the moment. Not exactly sure what it is. It's probably a mosque actually, or that tower there. But anyway, it's good to get out and about, even though it's a bit quiet. There's the fort from the other side, and here's the main drag. Might come back at night and do some filming. Check out the nightlife. So that was a bit of an intro to Nizwa. Hope you enjoyed that. In the next few days we'll be checking out the surrounds and the mountains and the landscapes and whatever else it's got to offer. If you'd like to know more about the ride from New Zealand to Ireland, you can go to twowheelstoeverywhere.com. As you may know, I'm raising money for the IHC New Zealand, who look after the intellectually disabled community. You can find out more about them at ihc.org.nz. And if you're following along and enjoying the series, please consider donating to the IHC. That can be done through my Give a Little page. The link is on the screen right there, and it's also in the description below. And that's all for this week, Adventure Travelers. As always, thanks for watching, thanks for tuning in, travel safe, and see you on the road.